Welcome to Upside Down Influencer, where we talk about the things we see on social media and how we as Christ followers can do them differently. I'm your host, Jessica Johnson. Imagine being 18 years old. You're an Olympic weightlifter with a lot of eyes on you. That is the story of Emma Heck, who is my guest today. She loves Jesus. She has a lot of influence in the weightlifting space, and she's always seeking to learn more about what it looks like to be an influencer for Christ in the world that we live in. So I was curious as to how she tries to set herself apart as an 18-year-old Olympic weightlifter, and what could we be doing better as adults? What does she look up to? What is she looking for in Christ followers that she admires? I've known Emma and her family for a few years now, and she's just a delight. And I feel like anybody would be honored to have their daughter turn out like her. Here's my interview with Emma Heck. Emma, thank you for coming to Upside Down Influencer.
Thank you for having me.
I'm really excited to have you today. You are the youngest guest that I've had so far.
Sweet.
Which is a big reason you're on today. But first, before we get into anything, if you were to become a social media influencer unrelated to your current niche and unrelated to weightlifting, what do you think you would be?
I think I would just post my day-to-day without the weightlifting. And then also, like, I have another account too, like my personal one. I like posting traveling stuff and like where I go. And then I like to post like what I got from the Goodwill and like all my thrifting stuff. So just little things like that.
Yeah.
Just my life.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm going to move this a little closer to
Okay.
you. About right there. Is
Okay.
that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Like your weightlifting story. How did you get to where you are today?
Okay. So when I was like 7 or 8, my mom and dad started CrossFit, and then so I did that for a long time, and there was always a barbell involved. And then I think around like 10, I actually started like doing the actual weightlifting side of it, like the snatch and the clean and jerk, and just training in that. And so I competed at probably 11, and then now I'm here. So
How did you realize that you were good?
it wasn't necessarily like that I was good. I just always loved the sport. So like I would, even if I wasn't good, I'd still do it. But I think when I did my first nationals, I got second, and I was like, that was in 2019. So, I mean, I think I did get first in the snatch. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
So what would you say one of your proudest or memorable moments would be?
I have 2.
Okay.
So one was I went to Worlds last year in Peru, and I got 6th in the world. So that was cool. And then
What does that mean exactly? So when you go to Worlds, like, do people from all different countries that are like representing a certain age group all show up?
So all the countries or whoever qualifies, and then it is the age group and weight class. So I was 59 kilos, so like 130 something pounds, and then 16, 17-year-olds, I think. Yeah. So, yeah.
Nice. Okay. And you just started college. Mm-hmm. So are you like weightlifting for school or anything, or how does that work?
No, I'm just going to community college, and then outside I still do the same stuff that I usually do, just not with
Do you know
college.
what you want to get your degree in?
No, not yet.
Don't
but something
worry
like
about
with
it.
the body or something probably. I like
Yeah.
health and fitness.
Well, give me an example of what a typical week looks like for you when it comes to exercise and lifting.
So recently I just started getting up at 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning with my dad, because he does
Wow.
that for his job and stuff, like life coach. So that's like kind of recent though, like past couple weeks. And then I'll do a workout with him, do my Bible studies, and then I'll usually take a nap after because it's early.
That's so early.
Yeah, and then on like Mondays and Thursdays I do arm wrestling, and then Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, or no, not Thursdays, but the rest of the days I do the Olympic weightlifting, and then on Sundays I just started doing powerlifting too. So
Wow.
Yeah.
How exactly do you train for something like that? Like if you want to beat your last record or somebody else that maybe have beat you, like do you constantly just have to be adding more weight and paying attention to diet? Like how does that work?
Everything, yeah. Diet, sleep, I feel like helps a lot. Just heavy lifts, high reps, anything really. My coach just gives me the programming and I do it. So,
that
but
helps.
Yeah, you definitely have to put the work in. So,
do you think this is something you want to do for as long as you can?
Yeah, like even like later on when I have kids and stuff, I still want to like do it. Maybe obviously not the level now, but and then maybe the Olympics in the future. You never know.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
What is the difference between being an Olympic weightlifter versus actually like being an Olympian?
Olympian, you actually go to the Olympics. I think it's just called Olympic weightlifting, like ollie lifting. That's what it's called. So the snatch and clean and jerk. I mean, obviously, if I'm an Olympic weightlifter, I'm not in the Olympics, but that's just what they call it. So
can you qualify somehow to go to the Olympics?
Yeah.
How do you do that? Like, how do they find you? Do you like submit scores or something?
From what I know, I think there's like big competitions that you have to qualify for, and then you do that, and then like the highest numbers, they take you, and I think it's like top. There's not a lot that go, so I'm not really sure, but it's a hard process.
What's your like dream when it comes to your weightlifting? Do you have like a certain goal that you're aiming for?
The Olympics. I mean, that would be like the dream, but honestly, like going to like even worlds again as an adult or as a junior, because junior's harder than youth, because this is my first year being a junior, because I aged up and I'm a new weight class. So the older you get, the more hard it gets to qualify for stuff. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, I want to rewind for 1 second. You mentioned arm wrestling. What do you mean? Like, what do you do?
Well, it's not like just going right here and going like bam on the table. Like there's a specific table you can use, and like my hand would be on a pad, and then I'm holding on to another thing to like have leverage and power and stuff. And like there's a lot of technique to it actually. Like there's like the press down or tricep press, and then there's like top roll where you can slide your hand on top of it. I don't know, it's a lot. I'm still learning the technique, but yeah, so there's competitions. Like we just did one 2 days ago, and it's fun, and I actually qualified for Team USA on that too, but I can't go to Worlds because it's somewhere like far away, and like
I'm gonna fix this one more time.
Oh, dangerous, but
what got you into that?
My dad started with this with our coach now, Chuck Westbury. He lives like 10 minutes from us. So, we actually have practice later today. But
that's cool.
And then we did it like later. At first, I didn't really like care for it. But then like after I competed and actually started trying to learn, I love it.
Does your mom do it too?
Yeah,
Really?
We just competed against each other on Saturday.
Oh my gosh, you have such a cool family. Okay, so you are 18, right? What does influence look like for you at your age?
You have a lot of responsibility, I feel like, just consistently posting and stuff, and then like what you post, how you post, everything. But I don't mind it. I think it's really fun. I like doing social media and posting, so I like it.
What about when you're just like at a competition or something? Like, is there a way that you try to set yourself apart as a Christ follower? Like, what's an easy way for you to look different than everybody else?
Maybe just like the attitude and the way I act. Like I try and act good and be positive. And I feel like being a Christian does help that because I have a reason to be positive and have joy. And then just like little things like writing a verse on my arm. Nothing crazy, but like you can still see, like, I hope so, you can still see like
for sure
I'm a little different maybe.
Yeah. I know. We always joke, we'll wear like a Christian shirt to pickleball or something like that because it reminds us that even if we get mad at ourselves that like, wait, people are looking at me because I have that cross on the middle of my shirt. Yeah. So having a little something on your arm or whatever is like a good reminder even to yourself that it's like, oh yeah. Gotta stay in check here. So how do you balance being competitive in your sport while also keeping your identity rooted in Christ? Because I can imagine it could be really easy to wrap up your whole identity in weightlifting. But, what if you got really hurt and weightlifting wasn't a thing anymore?
It would definitely, honestly, like, be really tough because it's really a big part of my life. But I also have so many things outside of weightlifting, like, that God has given me and gives me opportunities. Like, I can still, I mean, I have school. I mean, I get to go to church and fellowship with people, and, like, those are big, important things in my life. I can do other hobbies that I have. Like, I like to paint and, like, everything.
Yeah.
And just, like, it's for the better. I mean, if it's a part of his plan, like, just allows me to grow.
Has social media ever added pressure to your athletic journey in any way?
Okay, maybe, yeah. Just, like, this is bad to say, but, like, I'm always trying to think of ways, like, to get more likes and stuff. Just because, like, I would like to do social media as, like, a actual money-making thing. But really, that's it. Not to, like, make my work or, like, make me feel good. It's more of just, like, making money.
I do understand that. So what goes through your mind what if you posted something that you thought was going to get more traction than it did and it kind of flopped?
That happens a lot. But I just leave it up and then just keep going and think of new ideas. Honestly, it doesn't really, like, bump me out because it's fine. Yeah.
So it doesn't affect your mental as to how you lift the next time?
Oh, no.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Because I know some people, it might, like, if they're like, oh, well, nobody cared about that video. Well, at least that's what they would think to themselves, right?
Yeah. Not really in that sense. Usually, like, if I film, like, that day and, like, the content doesn't get good, I'll get a little, like, irritated, but not in that sense, like, oh, they didn't like my stuff. Like, whatever, I'm still going to do it anyways, so. But.
So how do you not get caught up in that, though, right? Like, what if the likes never come? What if it never grows more than it does right now?
I don't think it would really mess with my head, really. It just maybe, like, a little, like, annoying and stuff, but I still like posting, so I'm going to do it anyways, even if it didn't get the likes.
Yeah.
But it's honestly difficult to say because it's never really happened, but I think I would be okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. What are your personal struggles with social media? Do you ever find yourself comparing to other people in your field?
Yes, a lot.
Like, in what way?
Strength, image. I think a lot of girls struggle with that, though. So,
for sure.
But, yeah, just in those, really, and, like, opportunities and stuff, so.
What do you do when you find yourself maybe in a bad headspace when it comes to social media? Do you take breaks or anything?
I struggle with it. I mean, so it's kind of hard to, like, say,
why
I'm struggling with it. But I don't really take breaks. Really, like, the thing I take breaks from is, like, if I'm getting hate. This is, like, a little off topic.
No,
but, like,
this is on topic.
Okay.
It's good.
If I'm getting hate, like, I'll turn off the comments and stuff. And, like, people are like, oh, you turn off the comments? Yes, because I don't want it to affect me.
What kind of thing would you get hate for?
Really just, like, stupid stuff. Like, my height, which I'm not insecure about that. It's just annoying, you know? And, like, oh, like, I bench more than you. Well, yeah, you're a guy. I hope you do. Just things like that. And then, like, there was this one time, it was kind of annoying. I was arm wrestling against, like, teenage boys, and I won fair and square.
I fully believe it.
Yeah, and, like, I guess it was the teenage division, but I guess, like, most of them, like, looked younger, which we were all around the same age, and I got hate for that. And, like, oh, you're arm wrestling guys, like, younger than you. I'm the same age. But just stuff like that. It's dumb stuff. So, like, really, it doesn't affect me in the long run because I'm like, whatever.
Does that hurt, like, when people say stuff like that? Or, like, when you turn off the comments, what's going through your mind? Is it just more like, I don't need to hear that? Or what is it that you're feeling?
I feel like that. And then, like, I just don't like negative stuff going through my head because maybe, like, I could see something and it stays with me. And, like, what's the point? So, like, I just turn it off. So, yeah.
When you feel the temptation coming in to, like, compare yourself to other people, whether it's, you know, how their performance, how they look, etc., how do you try to navigate that? So, I mean, you said you turn off the comments, but if you find yourself, like, maybe just being unhealthy and comparing yourself to another female lifter, what do you do?
I think like of my accomplishments really, and like what my body can do, and it does good things because the Lord gave me opportunities and the ability to do that. Really just that. I mean, we're all different.
So how do you try to guard your heart and keep your worth anchored in God instead of your performance? Because what if you did have a bad performance? What if it wasn't your best?
I've had bad performances a lot. Really, I just think of it as another opportunity that he's given me to grow. So, like, I didn't qualify for Worlds this year, and that hurt a lot. I had a bad meet. One bad day can determine your whole year, really. So, but I just use this as a year to just chill a little bit, but also, like, take some time with my friends, my family, and then also, like, lifting on the side, too, and then get better for next year. So... But I'm doing okay. So it's for the better because it's a lot year round.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely. Has there ever been a time you've posted something and maybe later felt like, I shouldn't have posted that?
I don't think so. For the most part, I do watch my music on that. Sometimes my mom will be like, you'll watch that. But, like, I'm pretty good at that. Maybe a few slips on, like, cussing and stuff, but I try not to.
Yeah.
Really, because, like, you know, like, the training audios and all that. But, so I have to watch that a little bit. But modesty-wise, because that's, like, a big thing for girls in fitness and Christian, maybe a couple times, because, you know, I wear, like, shorter shorts and stuff, but nothing, like, too crazy. Like, I'm good.
Do you have any personal rules for yourself? Like you had just mentioned how you're like, I try to pay attention to my audio. Maybe, you know, with the shorts, maybe you pay attention to the angle that you post or something. Like, what kind of runs through your mind when you're posting that you try to make sure that you either avoid or you try to do on purpose?
Maybe like filming from like the back behind. I mean, kind of. But also like another thing why I like to do from behind or like stuff is because, like, my lifting faces, and I'm really insecure about that, but whatever, everyone has it. But maybe from, like, the side or whatever. I mean, or watch what... Now, recently, I've been wearing, like, shorts, but, like, baggy gym shirts, so it's not, like, a big thing I have to worry about now, so...
It's tough, too, because my thing is, like, my environment matters. Like, who I'm going to be around. Like, am I going to be around all girls? Am I, you know, like... It's way easier for me to be like, well, I'm just going to be around a bunch of girls. I don't care. And granted, like, I just try to, like, go through in my mind the environment that I'm going to be in. And
I train alone.
Right.
So, like.
Yeah.
But I do have to post. So it's like.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I'm alone, but I'm also going to post for a bunch of people to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. And finding that. That balance there. Because at the end of the day, it's like. As believers, and I've had this conversation with somebody before, it's like it's just such it can be a gray area because modesty for everybody looks different, and it's a personal conviction. It's a journey that you go on, you know, things that I maybe did even 2 years ago, maybe I changed it now, but it's ever changing. So when you follow people that are maybe older than you, what do you look for in them? Like, give me a description of the type of person that you admire.
Christian, definitely one. That's like a thing I look for, but not all of them are going to be Christian.
Right,
so, just the way they post, like if they're positive, if they're real, because not like the fake, like, I don't like the fake people. Like, I like watching what they do in their day-to-day lives and like just everything. So,
what do you wish, whether I should say more Christians posted more of, or maybe people that are older than you posted more?
I do see on like social media a lot of what I already like Christians posting, like just them being real and stuff. So I think it is like there is more of it happening. So I just see like their fitness journeys and their modesty journeys in the gym, because that I guess is a really big thing that I do watch. So not that I wish more of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I already see it, which is great.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's something that you really don't like?
when there's in the gym, like if there's like a gym influencer on social media, like there's girls that have work done on them and stuff, you know, and it makes it look like they're natural and they don't say it. And so it can mess with, I feel like a lot of girls, like they're like, I want to be like that, like naturally, but they don't know like if you have your, you know, like it's unnatural.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe some people it is natural, and props to them.
Yeah.
And props to them, even if they do have that, they're still working hard. But it can set unrealistic goals, I feel like.
That's interesting.
Does that?
Yeah, no,
does that
totally.
make sense?
Yeah. I hadn't really thought about that, especially being in the fitness world. And is it hard to tell sometimes, like, who actually, I don't want to say cheated, but
yeah, no, I still think you have to work for that.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, yes and no. Maybe if it's like over excessive.
When you say that, when they've like had like, does it help their performance, or is it just an aesthetic thing?
Just an aesthetic thing.
Okay.
Like I scroll and like this girl has a butt job, and I'm like, dang, I want to get like that. But they've had that work done, so I'm like, I don't even know, and then like it just kind of messes with my head.
Well, for you, you know, how do you try to set yourself apart on social media? Or what do you think as Christians? And even if you don't do these things yet, what are some things that maybe for you, like ideally, you're like, I would really like to be this kind of person?
Positive content. I mean, obviously, but like motivation maybe for younger girls. Just anything that uplifts someone, and just showing like off my lifts if they're interested in that and stuff.
Yeah.
Does that answer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you try to display Christ through your social media? Do you ever post about your faith?
So I have 2 accounts, and one I really do, and then my main one I like do most of the time. I think people know I'm Christian.
Yeah.
So maybe in like the song choices I do like Christian music.
Totally.
Which, I mean, you can still be a non-Christian and do that, but that's a little thing. And like sometimes like I have a couple of times posted like talking about it, and then just little things like that, and they add up. Oh, actually waking up at like 3:30 in the morning, I have been posting like my Bible studies and stuff on my stories and stuff. And
do people ever respond?
I think this one video I posted maybe like half a year ago, like I did get good feedback on that, and they're like, wow, this is good and stuff.
That's
so really
cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed God use your platform in a way that surprised you? Like, have you gotten any opportunities?
The podcast, this is cool.
I remember one time the morning chalk up did something on you, right?
Yeah. They that was a big thing.
Was that cool?
That was really cool. But just things like that, and like USA Weightlifting, I'm a part of that team now, but like they post my stuff, and I still get excited, like, wow, they posted me, and just like all that.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
It's cool.
Slightly off topic, but it made me think of it. Do you have anybody like in the weightlifting space that follows you that you're like, that's cool that they follow me?
There's this one girl, Mary. She's a Olympian. She follows me, which is cool. This CrossFit Games athlete, he's also a Christian, Cody Anderson, followed me a long time ago.
I recognize that
name. But he followed me. I thought that was cool.
Have you met any big names like that in person too?
A lot, yeah.
Oh,
especially
really?
in like the CrossFit side. Like when I was younger, I'd meet a lot of them.
And
then, and then I met Hampton Morris. He's huge.
Oh, okay.
He's like our age. I met him in 2019, and then I saw him again like last year and stuff. And I get to lift now, like I just went to the Olympic Training Center, so I get to lift with like a lot of good athletes and like
that's cool.
The CEOs of USA Weightlifting and stuff. So
do you generally have like good experiences with a lot of them?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you have like a hero that you look up to in weightlifting?
Well, when I think of athletes, I think of CrossFit.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
Like
that works too.
Katrin Davidsdottir. She's cool. I've met Tia Toomey. That was really cool. You did? Years ago. But
wow.
Yeah.
You met the legend.
Oh yeah. She's
that's
crazy.
Cool.
And then but weightlifting, I do like I really like watching Team Italy.
Really? Why?
I just think their lifts are so satisfying. Like when I was in high school, I'd watch like their documentaries on the computer and stuff. I just don't know how to say their names.
Do they just have a different way of lifting or something?
They're just strong and like pretty. So it's like cool. They're tough.
Is cool.
So yeah.
I'm fond of the Italians because I am Italian, so I'll take it. Yeah. Do you feel like your sport gives you a unique platform to point people to Jesus?
Yeah, because I feel like weightlifting is big, but it's also not like a football big type, Yeah. And so maybe there's not as much Christians. I feel like there is a lot of Christians though in weightlifting, maybe because like I am one, so I see it more. But I feel like I can be one of those few that others don't see as much and be a light to them. So yeah.
Well, what practices help you stay grounded? Whether, like, I know you said you do Bible study in the morning. Do you have like friends that you try to keep yourself around? Like, what does that look like for you?
I do surround myself with good people, I feel like. I don't have a lot of friends here. Well, I do. But like my main ones are out of state from weightlifting. But like my best friend Ellie, like she's a strong, good influence, and like my parents are strong and good. But yeah, so I do. It's really who I surround myself with.
Yeah.
And just like what I do in my day to day that can keep me consistent and rooted. So
that's good. What encouragement would you give to other young athletes that want to use their social media to glorify God?
Be yourself. I know that's like common to say, but really it's true.
Yeah.
And then just share what's on your heart. Just be real. Don't be fake. And just whatever he tells you to post, I feel like post.
I like that. So when you say don't be fake, what is that? What would an example of someone that's being fake look like?
You only do it to get views, really, I guess. I mean,
yeah.
And then just like, post it and be like, but not like what's on your heart. Like you can post something and then you can be the total opposite at home. And I feel like
you're saying one way online and then in real life, you're nothing like that.
Like I feel like you should be like acting that way and then acting on social media, or like if you're not, then just be transparent to people and be like, yo, like.
Would you say that's something you strive to be on your social media? Is somebody that online is the same version that you'll get in person?
Yeah, but I always like I try to be that person, and I may like mess up and stuff, but yeah,
for sure.
I do feel like
yeah, absolutely. Well, if a younger girl in sports is watching you, what do you hope she sees and takes away from your example?
How positive I can be, and like almost too positive sometimes, because I gotta like lock in, and like while I'm lifting, but I just be having a good time. So really that I do like to have fun. So.
And I know this question might sound confusing, and I can help you out.
Okay.
But this is one of the questions I end most of my podcasts with. For you, what does it mean to you to personally be an upside down influencer?
I mean, everything. God's given me everything, so I feel like it's a blessing, and like just being able to do what I can do, because not everyone gets to do it. It's just like great.
I think that's really cool. I think you represent the Upside Down Kingdom really well, and that was a big part of the reason I wanted to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
Where can people find you on your social media?
Instagram, Emma Heck Ollie, OLY. TikTok, same thing. It might change soon though, because I'm getting married, so last name change.
What's your last name going to be?
Soto.
SOTO?
Yes. So maybe Emma Soto Ollie in like a month or two. So
exciting.
Yep.
Congratulations,
Thank
by
you.
the way. That's amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, that's it.
Yep. Sweet.
Thank you so much for listening. To follow along with us and to hear about other things that we're doing, you can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube.